Well, guys, it is finally that time of year where we are starting to cut hay. We have a few good days of dry weather, so we are jumping right on into it. Dad's running the tractor right now. I am getting ready to swap him out, but first we need the sunglasses. And I got my speaker. We're gonna hop in and take things over. I don't know how much footage I'll be able to get because cutting hay, you kind of just go around and around and around and around in circles. So it's not that fascinating. I guess maybe if you threw a drone up in the air and did like a time-lapse type deal of me just going around, it'd be kind of cool. But I'm not sure how wet everything's gonna be. We're starting with some of our fields up on higher ground, stuff that's been established in hay for 5, 6, 7 years. So it does have that firm seed bed. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this stuff started and see what happens. And guys, that setup is our 7010. You may have seen me talk about that with Ross the Oliver man. That's our primary horsepower tractor, and then we have a Heston 1320 mower. But like I said, guys, we've gotten a little bit of rain over the last week or so, just enough to really cause an aggravation. It would rain one day, not the next, rain one day and not the next. Well, might want to pick that up before that ends up in a tractor tire. That could have been really bad. So, well, maybe. I kind of want it to stand up so we see it and we don't run over it again. But, and it slowly fell over. But anyway, this stuff's been in hay, like I said, for a few years now. So it's got that nice firm seed bed versus that field right there behind my grandma's house. We tilled it up last spring, I think it was, and planted it, yeah, last spring. So it's gonna be squishier. Obviously, I mean, we're making a little bit of lugs through here, but nothing major. As long as we don't have spots like that in the field where it's nice and squishy, we should be fine. But once Dad gets over here, I'm gonna hop in. Like I said, I'll take over, and I think our plan is to knock this field down, and then this field, we got a couple waterways down through this section. Basically where the big sycamore tree is, there's a waterway. We're probably gonna have to stay out of it. And then the sycamore to the right, that field is lower lined. We typically try and cut the lower line piece, this, and then this little triangle piece all as one field. But obviously that being lower lined and it being wet, we won't be able to do that. But enough of me talking, let's go ahead and wait for Dad. We'll hop in and get to cutting. All right, folks, so we took over for Dad. Like I said, this is our 7010. This is our workhorse here on the farm. The ground for the most part is pretty dry. We're assuming that as tall as the hay is and with all the fertilizer we pushed, that it's really soaking it up. But like I said, this is a 1320 hay mower. It's a disc mower or disc vine. And basically what that means is there's like little turtle shells underneath with little blades, kind of like a lawnmower blade underneath, and it just basically cuts the grass. It's a lot more uniform and faster than your traditional hay mower, like a sickle bar mower. As like a sickle bar mower is kind of like a combine head, where the sickles, I'll call it like a vibrator box on there, and it vibrates the sickles back and forth, and that's what's cutting your grass or your hay, versus the disc vine, where it's like a lawnmower cutting it. Like I said, there's nothing super, fancy, interesting about cutting the hay. Like I said, you're kind of just watching out for any super like wet spots, different stuff like that, any debris and stuff that you might have in the field. Kind of want to listen for unusual noises. Obviously, running machinery and stuff, if you hear an unusual noise, you probably want to stop, because A, you're either going to break something, or B, you probably already have broken something and you can make it worse. But like I said, we're just going to continue mowing here. I got my I don't know if you guys can see it, my JBL speaker back here. I'm going to probably throw some music on jam out. It's nice having AC here in the tractor because it's a little toasty today, but that's fine. Like I said, we got AC. So we're gonna kick on some tunes and knock out this field. All right guys, so I'm done with the first field. I am opening up the second one. Like I said, I'm gonna try to avoid some of the waterways. We have one right through here. I'm gonna stay on the higher side of it because it obviously slopes down. So I'll end up cutting that side, stay out of the slope, cut this side of the higher field. I'm just gonna make a loop all the way around this, and like I said, avoid the waterways and hopefully stay above the ground. That's the main goal. But everything so far is going smooth. No issues, knock on wood, no hiccups. Like I said, I'm gonna open this field up, just make one big pass all the way around it, and then we will go and kind of etch it out, avoid the waterways, and knock this one down. Well guys, I'm on top of the grain bin here. So the field we cut first, right back there, and we just got done with all of this. I don't remember how much is in this field. I want to say it's like maybe 10 acres. And then that back there that we cut is like 3 to 4. I know this field over here, it's kind of an L-shaped, it's 8 acres. And then we have some back by the woods. But just to kind of give you guys a perspective, like I said, we kind of cut around the waterways just to stay out of them. I cut some lugs back there in the back, and then this one doesn't have any tile through it, but the waterway right through here where you can see all my turn marks are, that has tile. We should probably come back and throw some tile in that all the way down and run underneath the driveway, but that's for another time, I guess. But you can really see a lot up here. The old square body. Hunk of junk over there. The old tractor. But it's kind of cool up here. I mean, you can see for, like I said, miles. But yeah, I just want to kind of give you guys a aerial view. I think I'm gonna go to the shop now and grab me a nice cold beer after cutting, because there's nothing better than a Mick Ultra. So I'm gonna climb down and go grab me one.